Welcome to Donval Versatile YouTube channel. In this video, I want to show you the 2021 spike catching and the trend trading custom indicator. A signal just came that we should buy in 1000. But let me just finish with what I'm doing. If you look by the side, this indicator is a specialist in spike catching and is a specialist in trend trading. Do you understand that? So how do you trade this indicator? If you look here, you see this white. Do you see the white? You see this yellow arrow. So this yellow arrow or white arrow is a spike information. You see, look at it. It's a spike signal. It's a spike signal. Meanwhile, we have this background. This is so small. We have this thing that shows red background. We have this one that shows green background. You see, currently I just took a trade. They told me that crash 500 want to spike as well. Look at how the signal pop on your chart. You say 1 minute crash 500 index at this price want to what? Spike. So then if I want to take that trade now, I will just go. It has been spiking. It has been spiking. You see, look at the signal here. But I'll tell you how you catch this signal. Like this particular one now, this thing will move up to 5 candles before spiking. Why? I'll tell you why. They say crash 1000. Let us say they say crash 1000. Also, there's a signal here. You see the signal that crash 1000 want to spike. But why this one will not spike until it produce 5 candles? This one will not spike until it produce 5 or more candles. From this point where it gives this signal, you see that yellow arrow, the spike will not come. And because of that experience, that's why I take some trade, some buy trade. That means you can use it to run trend. You can use it to take the ticks up to 5 to 10 candle shop. At least anyway 3 to 5 candle or 5 to 10 candle shop. Why? Because as this spike happen, you see this spike, this particular spike happen, and it has a green background. You see this green background. This green background indicates that this market will buy. It has a buy momentum. So meanwhile, we have red background here. We have this one green background, right? So what this background indicates, we call it momentum sensor indicator. So it's momentum sensor. If you look here now, all the trades I take is in profit. Is in profit of $2. I can load as many as I can because I know it is going to discharge up to 5 candles because of this background, this green background. This, you see, green background. So as this spike happen and it has this green background, it's going to discharge up to 5 candles before spiking again, no matter where the zone is. You understand? So it's definitely going to spike, but it must be after 5 or more candles. So I can take space of that 5 candle and scalp it. You can see this one I scalp is already loaded in profit, and there is no scared over that. So meanwhile, how do you take the spike signal? Which of the signal that gives you full assurance of a spike? That if you take that one, you don't need to fidget, you don't need to fear, because the signal must 100% going to come. So this indicator, you require it, you need it, and you can get it from me, Donval, at just $50 rate. It's sure. I'm telling you, it's very, very sure for both trending and spiking. You can see the trade is still, they are still moving, and I've made $3 just small lot size just to show you. Remember I told you it must discharge because of this green background. See, the profit has been taken. You get that now? So how do you take the signal for spike? I want this network to be stable so that I will be seeing all the blocks. All the blocks. I need to be seeing them because I want to show you something with it. What do you call it? Let me go back to 1 minute. See how this block supposed to appear. Hold on. So how do you catch spike? Sure spike, very, very sure one. That must take you to profit. Each time you see here, there is a signal here. Do you see this arrow, this yellow arrow? If the first spike has just happened, the first spike, this one that carry what happened, and it wore it red, it contains red background. This red background, when you purchase this spike signal indicator and the trend signal indicator, it must come along with this particular thing I'm showing you now that has red background and blue background, sometimes green background. So whenever spike happen and it contains red background, and along the line of moving of the price, you see this the signal came within the zone. So just take the signal. Just if it is crash, sell the crash with any no size of your choice, provided your account to contain it in a very space of time, because it must surely going to spike. So in a situation spike happen, and within the middle of this, and it wore blue or green background, and within the middle of it the signal came. So enter the market and hold up to 5 candle. Very sure. I mean very sure. You see here, this one happened and contain red background. So even when this thing, the signal didn't come within the side of the background, you see this one, this first one spike, the first one spike, no signal came, another one spike, then on the course of moving, that the signal came here, you take this one, you now catch this massive one. So even if one spike happen, let me zoom this thing a bit. Even if spike happen and contain, as far as it was red background, this red background, then it's 100% sure that another signal is going to come. So what you do, you take that trade, and that's why this one came. Then along the line of moving up, the signal appears within the red background. It must be red background. Any signal that appears on the red background in the case of crash, you just take that trade. It's 100% sure. That's why you have this massive drop here. You understand? Then after dropping, because it's weird red, look at, this one drop weird red again, and that is why it just produce one candle here and also drop until it get to this zone. So along with the side of, when I'm sending you this indicator, purchase it, I'm sending you together with this trend detector. See this double stripe green, we call it Koao. So now after the last drop here, now it started moving, and that last drop contained blue background, which I told you, whatever it becomes blue background, it must sell between 3, 5 to 10 candles before spiking again, and that is what actually happened here. And return, this one also wore some blue background, but network couldn't allow it to come. Remember, this is on top of a strong support level. You see the green line that crosses and the other stripe that crosses is a strong support level. So let us continue. See this one spike and come to produce some green something. So that is why it buys. Let us go to the front of the market. Look at this one spike, this one spike and wear red, and that's why I said each time a spike happen and it wears red, maybe without signal, spike happen and the signal don't come for that particular spike. As far as the background, as far as the sensor, what we call it, the spike or the momentum sensor where it's red, what you do, you take another cell because it's definitely going to spike, and that's why the second spike came. Then on the course of moving, this second spike now happen to wear what? Blue, which I told you anytime you wear blue, it must discharge 3 to 5 candle. But I only encourage 5 candle with any enough size of your choice, and you make money. So look, this one is a buy signal. You understand? You see how it is stretched? This one now spiked. You see this one spike, and then spike again immediately. Then on the course of moving, it produce signal. You see the signal here, the yellow one, another spike has just happened. This even boom has just crashed. So that signal, that is the one they gave us. They say we should sell that time. They gave us signal to sell this thing, though I refuse to sell it. You see, look at very massive. On top of what? Verified resistance. Remember I told you I will send you this thing along with verified. It has happened again, you see. Because of this resistance level is very high. Verified. It happened and happened on top of the happening. You understand? And of course, this double stripe have shown us that this trend is a downtrend. So if you want to catch more of this thing, so you follow, you can trade it whenever crash is on trend. Like this one now, even without being told, even if I enter another sell market now, it must definitely going to be in profit because it's already on a downtrend. But if you want to get spike on count on a target node, so after a while, this thing will produce the background, whether blue or red. We'll now know the next momentum. Why this one couldn't produce? Because as it dropped, it has dropped again. Okay, it has not dropped. It's an engulfing. You see, engulfing. Bearish what? Engulfing. The momentum is too high. It couldn't give the buyers the space to decide, and that's why it drops. So what we do now? What we do? We wait to see the momentum sensor appear. So let us wait for a while. You understand? So you see this place now. This one spike and has a red background. So on the course of moving, signal appear within the middle of that red background. You take your trade because that one is short, and that's why it could move small and spike this one. You understand? And spike this one. Then this one appear ordinary. This one appear ordinary. So I don't take this type of this one that just appear without any information. So this one also get to a zone, verify zone and spike, and wear what? Green. If it wear this blue, I mean blue or green, you have a chance of one scalping the market up to 5 candles, which I have scalped, and it get to the zone and return back. So this one I will wear green again. You see, if you see this market, how do I zoom it? It has just wear small green, small momentum of buyers here, down there. You see here, it's wear small green. So what I do now, I can just scalp it. That is the ticks if I want. The ticks, I can scalp it up to, if you can, even though the green is not well defined yet, but I can scalp it. Okay, you can still scalp it and make something out of it. Let me see. Take profit. Hold on. So I can scalp it for few candles. You see where I drop my take profit because I know because of this green background, it has a tendency of moving up to 5 candles before dropping another spike. So I just take, look at it, I've produced 1, 2, then the third one now. So I can go and scalp it by opening. You see the automatic take profit is already loading. So I can load as many as I can because I know it will get there. You understand? I know my price must get produce up to 5 candles because of this green background we are seeing here. So the momentum sensor have just tell us that the spike, the sellers have pushed this thing, the first spike, the second spike, then they lost momentum of pushing. Then the buyers have to take charge of the price at least for 3 to 5 candle or to 10 candle or more. That's why, and that's why the momentum sensor have just detected that this thing, the buyers has entered in to push price at least for a short distance and the handover. You see bull power. Do you see this thing? Is a bull power. Is another sensor indicator we have here. Is a buy power indicator. It has just tell us that the bull, you know, we have the small blue, but this one appears big on its own. So telling us that the bulls, which is the buyers, have a very strong momentum at this point in time, that they should take control of the market, having considered by this green background, the momentum sensor, which I've told us. So you can scalp this market, you can also trade the trend. So I remember I told you how it's telling us that crash 500 want to do something again, or must have done something. Look at it. It's on the untested zone, and it is spikes. Remember when it is spiked, that first one it produces a green and a blue background. Look at the blue background here. So that's why it could stretch up to this moment before spiking again. So you have take the space of that in, at least I say 5 candles, and now wait. You just wait when it will spike and produce what? A red background. Like in crash now. Let us see where we have. Okay, I didn't put it this way. Look at the red background. You see this one spike and produce red background. And I told you, anytime it spike and produce red background, what you do is to take the next spike, because you are definitely going to count spike there. Look at them. Look at them. Look at the spike space. This one spike also. Produce red background, you take another trade. This one spike, produce red background, you take another trade, spike, it produce boa zigzag, reversal. This big spike cycle shows what? Total reversal. Why? Because it's on a strong zone. You see this double stripe. telling us that the trend have changed. You know why this thing moved down with momentum? Because we have double stripe pink color, which shows downtrend reversal. So now it has come to, which is a resistance level. Now it has come to a support level, which is double stripe. This thing producing this big cycle we call boa zigzag or trend detector, then telling us that the price is moving up. Do you understand? And that's why it continues up like that. You see this one, spike produced green background, it is stretched. Spike produced green background, it's stretched. Look at this one. You see how they line up. This one spikes more, produce red background, spikes more, produce red background, spikes more, produce red background, spikes more, produce red background. Now this one spike and produce green background, and it is stretched more than 5 candles. You go away. This one spikes more, produce red background, you enter. It is spike, produce red background, you enter. It is spike here, produce red background. It produce a what? Blue background. You leave the market and enter the opposite. So with this thing now, you can just double your account every day if you wish, depending on how you see. This one that just spike produce more green background. Telling that is to say this market will move up to few candles, up to 5 candles before spiking again. This particular one, and it has already produced 1, 2, 3. So remaining 2, very sure. Remember, this one I've told us that the trend is on a very strong zone. This double stripe and even the support zone. They say proving what support, that is verified support. You see, this one with Scarf has just paid us what, $6 in total. That is the one of Crash 1000, which I told you, because it's green. Look at it, because it's green. That's why it pay us up to green. It has discharged up to what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. But I'm still holding. But why I say take 5 or less is just for you to be sure. So you can scalp it with anything. It's telling us that Crash 500 is giving us a signal there. Crash 500, and of course you know even Crash 1000 is also giving us signal. Let us see the signal. You know the background to determine what happened. Look at the signal. You see the signal just came. So from this point where this signal came now, we still have 3 candles away. But the moment it is spike and you see the background green or blue, just go ahead and take your trade and hold for 5 candles and you move. So of course we have scalped this one up to what, 7 candles down. Do you understand? So that is how it works on the crash market. Each one, it is spike and contain red background. You see this one is green background, and because it's green, I say it must discharge up to 5 candles. It has produced 1, 2, 3, 4, so which is about to produce the 51. Do you understand? But if it is red, each time it is spike and produce red, or on the course of the price movement within the red and you see a signal, take that trade. It's 100% guaranteed that you must cut them. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You see this one spike and it has a red, right? This one spiked. I want to zoom in so that you see. This one spiked and it has a red. So on the course of moving, it gives signal inside that red. You see the yellow arrow. You just go in because you're definitely going to catch this one. And as this one spike, nothing happened. This one also spike, produce red background, no signal within, but red background. You still hold your trade, and it is spike again, and produce red background. You still hold your this thing. It is spike again until the background left the whole stuff. So that is how we roll with this system. The one we are rolling in is already $9 profit. So within just short period of time, you just make it. If you are pounding $10 per trade, you are already a big man in the system, okay? So congratulations, that is how to use this thing. We have more tools to give you. Do you understand? So when you request for this thing, the spike detector stuff, it will come along with this momentum sensor. This one is already $10, okay? It's coming along with what, the momentum sensor that will tell you the next direction of the market, so that you won't make mistakes. So they will automatically take the profit. That is how I set them. So when you subscribe to my channel, I also teach you how it has just gone. You see how the take profit happened once. You get that now? So try to subscribe to John. How do you take it on Boom? The same thing applicable. Let me drag Boom to the system. Boom, 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 boom. 1000. Let me drag Boom. Oh shit. Boom. Enter. This is crash. Let me drag Boom. this brush here. I will drag boom, bam. Okay, this is boom, right? You see, this thing move, boom, reach here and spike, right? As it spikes, it produce. Remember, this blue or green background is a buy power. Yeah. Then the red one is a sell power. Look at like this one, or this red one is a sell power. This one is a what? A buy power. So let me go from the current market. You see, this one is going to spike. You see the signal is there within the middle. Okay, it's going to spike again. And then let me zoom this thing a bit down. The market, you see, what happened? This market produce red here, right? Red signal. You take your listen and hold for 5 candles, or any lot size of your choice, because it must give you 5 candles. You move on reaching to this zone, because we have untested support zone here. The thing produce spike, palm, and that spike it produce has a blue background, which is a buy power. You enter again because it's indicating that buyers are going to buy again. Then they buy again. It produce a what? It's still blue. You hold it, palm, spike, and it produce another what? Blue background, which is a buy power, right? On the course of moving, this one also, the signal came within the line of middle, telling you assurance that something will happen, and that's why this one eventually happened very tall and break the zone. Still wear what? Blue. You see, this one also wear blue, and another one happened. Okay, another one that happened. Let me zoom it a bit so that you'll be seeing it. So this one now that happened last, wear red. Because it's red now, you can now take a sell and hold for 5 candles. You exit your buy orders, because that is the momentum sensor is telling you that now at this point in time that the sellers have taken control over the market. You hold for 5 candles and move away. It will produce more spike here and turn red again. You hold for 5 candles down again until getting to this verified support and produce what? A spike. Then as it produce this spike now, it will wear what? Blue, which is telling you that another spike is coming. You also enter and you catch this one. So this one have no background, but why you should trade it is because it has a yellow crown. I will not tell you about this yellow crown. Even this one, it has only yellow crown on top. Do you understand? It's another signal, very strong signal that gives you 5 to 10 candle guarantee. Okay, so this one, on getting to another untested zone, what happened? It is spike and produce what? Blue background. So on the course of the price movement, it gives you signal within the inside the zone, telling you that it's very, very strong. That's why this massive one just happened. Bam. You see, and enter another big background and produce signal inside that thing. You see the white stuff. It produce signal inside the background, and that's why this tallest one happened. Yeah, and this one currently has spike. You see the one I told you to spike, it have just spiked, but it's a small spike, which is going to spike again, because the background, even as the spike happened, the background is still blue. Look at the spike that just happened, this small thing. You see? So it's going to spike again because the background is still what? Blue or green. So that is how this thing works. So order it is $50. So you get it, both the spike notification, the momentum sensor, which will help you to trade both spike and trend. Then the trend detecting indicator, which is going to show you the trend of the market, whether it's buying, whether it's a downtrend, whether it's uptrend, or whether it's ranging market. You get that? Then and support and resistance, which is going to, you see, this thing have the momentum of the market have make that thing to disappear, the background to disappear. So when the background disappear, so what it is signifies is indecision. So you move out of the market. But because I'm seeing bear cross here, you see bear cross is a strong signal in this system. It's a strong signal in this system, which has another interpretation, which I'll tell you when we come to that aspect. You see how it moves? Blue, spike, red, produce candles. This is 5 minutes. Blue, spike, blue, spike. Do you see it? Red, it says. Red, it says. Red, it says. Do you see that now? So it's a very vital something. Stop complaining. What I want you to do is to put your mind down, get these tools, then don't be greedy. This one I told you is 5 candle guarantee when it produce the alternative background. So you follow it. When it is red, it's indicating sell power. So if it is crash, that means it's going to crash again. If it is boom, that means it's going to sell well. If it produce this one, this blue or green background, it's telling you that it's going to buy. It's a buy power. That market will continue to buy. As far as the spike happening and it's blue or green, it's telling you that it's still having momentum to go up. Sure. If it is red, it's telling you that it must drop some ticks before going, and all this thing is being calculated in 1 minute. So congratulations, click my subscription button, make your money. Even if you have $10, if you are taking all this red background, and each of the red background you take 5 candles, each of the red background you take 5 candles, each of the red background very essential. You take 5 candles, every red background, you know you make money. So if it's eventually spike and produce blue or green background, you know that you are catching spike, they go. You see them, you'll be catching spike, they go. Until it produce indecision, this thing, which one show you the trend reversal, this big circle. I will not tell you. I'll still make a video about that trend detector, and you move, okay? So that is just the whole thing, man. Congratulations and welcome to Donval Versatile. Remember, you can fund or withdraw money through the Reef, through me, because I'm a payment agent as well. You can fund or withdraw money through Donval FX. So you can chat me on 080 58 98 44 43. Again, +234 080 58 98 44 43. You can chat me for your funding and withdrawal, for your mentorship, and for your tools, demanding for your tools, okay? Congratulations. Bye.